Shalom Yasharallah. Call halangim la YAHAWAH ba'ashem YAHAWASHI ba'ashem QADASH. YAHAWAH ba'ashem YAHAWASHI barakatham akim wa'akwat. I want to come at you with a quick video just on a couple tweets that I saw on Twitter, of course, and they're going in on Esau. You know, in these last days especially, we're seeing a lot more people not necessarily, well, they're waking up, but also, you know, they will, you know, take notice of things that, you know, Esau has done, his many crimes, his disgusting ways, and all this, right? And it's actually, it's a bit surprising. Of course, we're not surprised because it's all prophecy, but you know, it's just like, wow, all praises to the Most High that we're able to live to see these things. But so pretty much, I'll put everything that I saw on the screen. But you know, they're just finding out now about things like how they used to eat slaves, the Edomites, you know, so-called white people. Well, during the time of slavery, they would literally engage in cannibalism. You know, they would make, shoes and jackets and such out of our skin. They would skin us. They would skin, you know, the so-called Native American tribes. They would, you know, share recipes on different, you know, dishes that they could make with our bodies, with us. Yeah, they would call the so-called Native Americans, the Gadites and Reubenites, cannibals, and say that they civilized us when they got to America, so-called America, right? And apparently they ate mummies. That's why mummies are rare. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. What else? Yeah, they drank blood. Esau is all about blood since the beginning. That red pottage. Esau is all about blood. You know, you can see Esau today eating raw meat. Edomites love their meat rare, medium rare, with the blood still oozing, so they can squeeze it or chew it and just get a mouthful of blood to swallow. Like, Esau is disgusting. So that's pretty much the whole lesson. I just wanted to go into how disgusting and vile Esau is, and the nations are not only the nations, but Yasharallah, Israel, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know, the 2/3 are starting to see these things too. They're starting to see these, you know, maybe I gotta, you know, stop cooning for a second and look at this history. You know, they're finally waking up to some of the atrocities that Esau has done. Of course, they never, you know, make that full transition, that full commitment to the Most High, to the truth, and separating from this wicked devil. But just on the level of Esau getting exposed, it's a beautiful thing. All praises to the Most High that stuff like this comes out all the time. Talking about cancel white women, you know, check your white privilege. Feminism started with Caucasians, with white women and such. It's beautiful to see even the 2/3 you know, waking up to certain things. So a couple scriptures I wanted to get, because ultimately it all goes back to the scriptures. It all goes back to the Most High. The Most High the Most High brings everything out perfectly. So I want to start at Job chapter 30, verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flocks, of my flock. Salakia. So this is talking about Esau, right? Esau has us in derision right now. Of course, they're laughing now. We're at the bottom. All the nations took the opportunity to take the Most High's chosen people into captivity. Get their laugh in, get their hits in, and enjoy their kingdoms. So they have us in derision right now. Okay. And the Caucasians they're the youngest race of people. But of course we know that Esau was the older brother, but Caucasians are the youngest race of people on earth. So Job is literally saying that these people are laughing at me. I'm an Israelite. These people are laughing at me. I wouldn't even let these people near my dogs, my little shepherd dogs. I wouldn't even let these people near my dogs, because Esau is known to have sex with animals. He's known to do weird shit like that. I wouldn't even let you near my dogs, and you're over here laughing at me? Because Job was brought to a very low state. It was a very humbling experience, and he kept the faith through it all. So it's crazy, man. And I want to jump down to verse 6. To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks, because we know that Esau, everybody knows about the Caucasus Mountains, whatever you want to call it. Esau dwelt in Mount Seir, right? Georgia, Russia. He dwelt in the caves. He was a base man walking on 4 legs, just destroying, raping, pillaging everything that he sees, anything unfortunate enough to run into it. That's Esau. Esau was a disgusting, vile creature. Wild, hairy ass, disgusting creature that ate raw shit. Okay? Verse 7. Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. Alright? That's Esau. That's self-explanatory. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Alright, just be patient, just wait, because these prophecies are coming to pass, and Esau is getting taken down day by day. We're closer to the end than we have ever been. So just have patience. Though it may seem to tarry, it's not. Alright? These days shall be shortened for the elect's sake. Yahweh Ratazah, we are part of that number. Alright, so just keep the faith and keep praying and fasting and keep all the commandments to the best of your ability. And that day will come. We will see the fall of our enemy, of the devil. Satan shot. I don't know how you say it, but Satan and his chosen people. We will see the end of it. Verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death. This man is literally as death. His transgressions, he does it with pleasure. He's drunk on his transgressions. He's drunk on the pleasure of his transgressions. He has no... Esau never shows any signs of stopping. He's always about that YOLO spirit. Do as thou wilt. This is Esau. He's the damn devil. We're not playing when we say that. All right. His ways are as death. He is literally compared to death. I mean, the wages of sin is death. So Esau is the definition of that. He's walking death, literally. He is as death. His desire as hell. All right. And cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. From the beginning, Esau was going off with Canaanites and all these strange women, and vexed the hell out of Isaac and Rebekah, our forefather and foremother. Now in Babylon, so-called America, the great harlot, she takes on all nations, all religions, all belief systems, all ways of life, which really they're ways of death styles, not lifestyles. All different walks of death, not life, because these are not lifestyles. These are going to lead you to death if you follow these other nations, these heathens, into their ways, follow their beliefs. All right. The great harlot, that's why she's the great harlot. All right. And that's Esau. He takes on everything. He can never be satisfied. He takes on everything. All right. Verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. All right, that's self-explanatory too. The scriptures speak for themselves. All right, Malachi, chapter 1, verse 2. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. All right. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build up the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. The Lord has a righteous hatred, a righteous fury, righteous wrath towards Esau. That's what indignation is. All right. Esau taking these, in Mount Seir, in these valleys and mountains, trying to build up his kingdom, talking about, trying to build something from nothing, which really he just steals. That's what the previous verses that I got mentioned, increaseth that which is not his. All right. Anything that Esau tries to build up, Esau's trying to build up his empire now. He's still trying to build up with, once he chips everyone, he's trying to get everyone to follow his ways, to follow what he wants, his new world order, his one world currency, controlled population. But the Most High is going to throw all that down. He's going to destroy all of that. All right. Right when he thinks that he won, the Most High is going to come swoop in. YAHAWASHI is going to put a stop to all of that. We're not even going to see it coming. All right. And the last verses I want to get, Hebrews chapter 12, verse 14. Follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord. Which Esau can't do clearly. All right, but this is towards us, the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites, not black Hebrew Israelites, because that's a color. All right, don't be stupid, or racist, because that's racist. We clearly tell you we're Hebrew Israelites, and we consist of so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? It has nothing to do with color. Sometimes they say Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, so don't be stupid. You're pushing an agenda. You're racist to say that. All right? So follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord, looking diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of Yahawah, lest any root of bitterness springing up trouble you, and thereby many be defiled, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. Okay? And we know that Esau is a damn liar. That's why we call him the damn devil. A devil is a deceiver. That's the true meaning behind it. He is a liar. Those were crocodile tears. All right? He's the one that fairly, it was a clean transaction, as an elder put it. It was a clean transaction between Jacob and Esau. Esau didn't care about it. He gave it to Jacob for some red meat, for some bloody meat, for that red pottage. All right? It's like Jacob wasn't even done cooking it. He's like, oh my God, I'm going to die. I need some food. I need sustenance. I'm going to die. I don't care about this birthright. You can have it, Jacob. That's what he did. He gave it up. He shouldn't have been playing. That's your fault, Esau. You had no foresight, and you had that Cain spirit. All right? You did not care about the Lord. You did not care about his laws or righteousness at all. That's why you're Cain in the regeneration. Okay? Because Cain has that mark. He has that hedge of that mark of protection right now, for now. But your time's running out, and you know that. But I don't want to get too deep into it right now. Shalom, Yashra'Allah. The water for listening. Yahawah Ratazat. This was an edifying lesson. YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI Barakatham. Akim wa Akwat. And you sincere listeners listening and learning, push this truth out in sincerity and faithfulness. Shalom.